Hey everybody, get ready for a really shocking video up next. Anyway, okay, change the shocks on this car. I couldn't. Usually you can cut the metal part off the shock and just let it fall out after you take the bottom bolts up. But on this car, the way the frame's made, there's no way possible to get into it. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see down in there, there's a bolt. I'm going to take that bolt off with this braking bar. And then take the bottom bolts off the shock and let it drop out. That's not gonna fit in there, is it? Yeah, they're bigger than 9/16 on this one. I think. Okay, guys. For some reason, the top nut on this, put it on for a second and it was loose. So it's a wonder this didn't just fall out. It's just sitting in there. We'll take care of that though. So there's the top nut, and then there's another nut down in here. Now hopefully it turns too. And that's out. And this is why they're getting replaced. Look at this. They're completely garbage. To take it out, I had to put the vice grips on the shaft and take a wrench and hold the bolts and take it out with a ratchet. It's time consuming, but not real complicated. There it is. And I done it without taking the suspension apart, which is a good thing. Okay, to put these back on, it's the same process as taking them out. You put a vice grip, hold the shaft, take the top nut, tighten it up. Then there's another nut that goes on it. It's like a stop nut. And you just barely tighten it, just enough to hold. And that's what I'm doing now. Like that. And that's tight. Now, to put these bottom two bolts in, this shock's got to be compressed a little bit. So what I'll probably have to do is put a jack stand under the car and then take the jack, because I can't compress it with my hands, and use the jack to compress the shock. So I'll get that done. Put these two bolts, and these two bolts have a lock washer that goes on top of them. They're pretty hard to hold. I had to use my tubing wrench. A flexible wrench would be your best bet, but I didn't have one, so I made it work. But once you get them in and these are tight, shock's done. They're pretty simple. They're a little more complicated on the front than they are the back, but they're nothing not doable. Like I said, a flexible head wrench would make your life a lot easier, and that's something I need to pick up. So, but you know, we got it done. Okay, that's how you do it with the jack. Make sure you got enough room to get one bolt in, get it started. When you do put your jack under it. Other than that, it's just tighten up bolts. And that shock's in. Same process, just bolt it back in. Really hard to do, I mean, it's not like it's complicated, but it's really hard to do because you have to just kind of feel your way around getting the bolt started on it. But once you get it started, it's pretty simple. But that side's done, ready to put the wheel on, drop it back down.